Om. Namaste. Welcome you all to the workshop on Astanga Yoga Level 3, Introduction to the Theory and Practice of Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana and Samadhi. Day 3. We have seen the complexities of the mind, its dynamics in our meteor mind. Then we also seen how to withdraw the senses. And in all these things, if you want to be successful in meditation, you must remember the practice of ethical values in life is very, very important. A distracted mind can never focus. Today we are going to look at the next stage as per Patanjali. Once you are able to withdraw the senses, how to focus, how to quieten the mind so that we can focus. That is called Dharana, concentration, ability to focus. So we will look at some techniques. There are many techniques, but in the available time, we will look at some 4 important techniques for concentration. So in all these things, first is you have to sit upright. You can sit on a mat. If you are sitting on the floor, you have to use some blanket or a pillow to sit up. You can sit on a chair, whatever. The posture has to be comfortable, and it can be Swastikasana, Padmasana, Siddhasana, Vajrasana. But at least you must be able to sit for about half an hour without any disturbance. So today we will look at how to get into this dharana from pratyahara. So this is something you all know, the overall structure of how the mind functions. Very schematic sketch, of course. The mind receives input from the 5 Gnanendriyas, ears, skin, eyes, tongue, nose, and then there are 5 organs of action, karmendriyas, to which the mind directs what to do. But whatever inputs that come to mind, it will go to the buddhi and memory so that you recognize what it is and what action to be taken. And behind everything is that ego or aham or the I-ness. And behind all that is purusha or consciousness, without which nothing can happen. So this is basically what it is. And what is pratyahara means the first stage, that is the ears, skin, eyes, tongue, nose. The activities of them, their tendency to go out, that is withdrawn. But still mind can do a lot of things. Even when you don't see or hear, you can recollect and keep the thoughts bubbling inside. So Dharana talks about how to withdraw that faculty. And it is also to remember that the thoughts actually are the cause for emotions, and emotions cause sensations. So our body is constantly alive with some sensations. Thoughts and emotions produce sensations, and these sensations can lead to thoughts and emotions. So that's a circle. And thoughts occur due to external stimuli or spontaneously from within. You can remember something and keep thinking. So thoughts get colored with afflictions in the mind stuff. That is whatever kleshas we have in the chittas. That really colors the thought means that is what makes the thoughts colored with either attraction or aversion or fear or ego. So that's we should be mindful. So now we have to move from Pratyahara to Dharana. We have seen that practice of Yama and Niyama is important, and wandering mind cannot concentrate. So for mind not to wander, it's important that we lead a ethical life. Then memories of the past and projections of the future. That is what is the haunting activity of the mind is all about. So in dharana, you have to eliminate that tendency by way of focusing on an object. So Patanjali defines dharana as desha bandha chittasya dharana. Desha means any chosen object. Bandha means fixing on that object. So fixing the mind on a chosen object. So if the mind is to be fixed on one object, it has to be pulled from all other objects. So pratyahara is sensory withdrawal, dharana is withdrawal of the mind in the sense from it's thinking bizarre of things. That's what we have to do. And so here object of meditation becomes very important, or object of concentration, and you should choose such an object which is really uplifting. And there are some very popular techniques towards this, and some of them that we are going to look at is the number counting, just to check how good is our ability to concentrate. Then the number writing to improve the concentration. Then one of the most interesting technique is breath watch, which is very, very simple and very effective. Then of course progressive muscle relaxations, which has amazing effect on relaxation. And all these, they do promote good health, psychological, physiological, and also spiritually they help. So we will straight away look at the first one, very simple, number count. What you do here, first sit upright, just watch your posture, be relaxed, palms facing upwards, tip of the thumb and index finger in contact. Pay attention, eyes gently closed. Watch your feet, ankles, legs, knees, thighs. Watch your trunk, shoulder complex, both the arms, throat and the neck, facial muscles and organs, the skull cavity. And just watch your breath now. You don't have to control the breath, just pay attention to the breath. Of course, when you pay attention, it automatically becomes slow and steady. You just have to pay attention. Now what we are going to do is, first listen, you have to mentally count 36 to 1 in descending order. And you have to observe 5 seconds gap between each count. That's all. So what it means is, first you start from 36, then give 5 seconds gap. In those 5 seconds, you can say mentally 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Then 35, etc. Or you can mentally chant Om, a sacred word. Om. You can chant 5 times just to ensure that there is 5 seconds gap. Okay? So now be relaxed. You are going to start. You can start mentally counting from 36 to 1. You can start now. Be aware. You are counting. Take care of the intruding thoughts. Any thoughts, simply let go. You must be focused only on the numbers. Be aware. In between, if you miss out, again come back, direct the mind. If you have finished counting, just remain calm. It's a simple exercise. It takes about 3 minutes. Be seated upright. Okay, hopefully by now you should have done with the counting. And now you can just analyze yourself. If the mind is highly distracted, then you will lose the counting and you may forget your counting and mind may go wandering. That's a highly distracted state called kshiptavastha. And many times the attention can go away and then come back, go away, come back. That is vikshiptavastha. Sometimes there can be a state of confusion. You don't know what is happening. That is mood avastha. Of course, sometimes it's possible to slip into sleep. That is the nidravastha. And if you are able to count each and every digit properly with the 5 seconds gap, you are in ekagrata avastha. There are no thoughts other than counting should be there. Anyway, now open your eyes. We'll move to our next technique. Just sit upright. This is very simple. All of us have seen blackboard and chalk piece. Now we have to mentally imagine a blackboard and a chalk piece, and you have to close your eyes, picturing a blackboard, and you should write the numbers 1, 2, 3, and you must see that writing on your mental screen as though you are writing on the blackboard with a piece of chalk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. This is what you are going to mentally write. Of course, slowly you have to write. Take 2 to 3 minutes, and we will give some time, some 2 to 3 minutes. If you are done with it, again you go back and rewrite. Okay, just try this. And so this is something to do with that imagery, which is also important. There are a lot of things done on imagery for which we have no time to discuss. But anyway, this is something similar to that. So sit upright, close your eyes, and now imagine a blackboard, take a piece of chalk, all mentally done. Now start writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. You may give one more trial. Clear the blackboard and then restart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. Hopefully you've been able to do that. Well, with practice you will be able to do that. These techniques look very simple, but they are very, very powerful. You just have to keep practicing. Good. Now slowly open your eyes. Now we are going to look at one of the most important, very simple technique. Here the object of concentration is your own breathing. Breathing is the object of focus. You don't have to control the breathing. Just watch the breath. Incoming breath, outgoing breath. Simply pay attention to that. And the technique is very simple. Watch your breathing. You should know if the attention is drifting. Some thought may come, your attention may go off. Then bring the attention back to breathing. That's all. It is that simple. This is also, in mindful meditation. This is one of the powerful technique generally resorted to. Very simple. Pay attention to your breathing. Know if the attention is drifting. Bring back the attention to the breathing. That's all what you need to do. Of course, this you have to just watch the breath, how it goes in through the nose. Of course, we breathe through the nose, and we exhale also through the nose. And pay attention to the three cavities: uh, pelvic cavity, abdominal cavity, chest cavity, especially abdomen and chest. In a very natural breathing, we expect that as we inhale, the abdominal cavity gently expands, and with exhalation, abdominal cavity contracts. Okay, it is a very simple thing. So we will start now. Sit upright, be relaxed, gently close your eyes, and just watch your breathing. How the air enters through the nostrils, and you can know the air going inside the nasal passage. And then, of course, it goes in via the gullet into the trachea and then lungs. The diaphragmatic movements and abdominal cavity movements are there. In the chest also you can see the lungs expand and contract as we inhale and exhale. But anyway, most important thing here is to just watch the breath. Then you to relax the facial muscles. We have seen that simple smile will further help the process of relaxation. You are watching your breathing. Any thoughts that come, let go. If you pay attention to the thoughts will grow. Okay? Be relaxed. This is one very simple thing. Now just to open your eyes, we can make it more interesting by taking a closer watch of the breath. So look at the picture. When you inhale and exhale, you must make out which nostril is dominant. Nasal dominance is very natural. Sometimes right nostril is more open than the left, and vice versa. But anyway, you should watch. Or is the flow of breath equal in both the nostrils? You should watch. That is number one. Number two, when the air gets in, where is it actually touching? Is it, you can picturize the nasal opening as the edge, medial edge, lateral edge, the bottom edge, top edge, and the center. Where is it air going? Gazing through which part? And even when it is coming out, what is happening? So that if you can watch, then your level of concentration further improves. And then watch the warmth of the incoming and outgoing breath. Can you capture the warmth? The humidity of the incoming and outgoing breath. Can you feel? So this makes it more challenging. So let us look at that, whether you can uh, focus to that extent. So close your eyes. Pay attention to the incoming air and the outgoing air. As the air enters, where is the contact point? Is it more that you feel on the inner edge or outer edge of the nasal cavity, or bottom or top of the nasal cavity, or is it central? Both the incoming and outgoing air, you must watch. Similarly, which is the dominant nostril? Is it the right or left? Just paying attention to the breath intensely can give immediate relief from stress. So when you have any stressful situation where you have to think and act, better you watch the breath for a minute or two, then your thinking and actions improves. Next, also try to pick up the humidity and warmth of the incoming air and the outgoing air. So we know that the warmth and humidity of the outgoing air is more than that of the incoming air, but can you capture, can you feel? You have to remember to wear a soft smile on the face. You are watching your breath, which is one of the wonderful objects for concentration and meditation. And this has got multiple benefits, health benefits. But main objective here is to do that dharana concentration. Okay? Be relaxed and just check on your mind. What was the thoughts? Did it disturb you? What did it do? What really happened? Were you able to focus? Now just open your eyes. Now this is another very powerful technique called progressive muscle relaxation. Some of it we have done during Pratyahara, but now we do it more systematically from the feet to all the way to the face. You can do it in the posture of Shavasana or sitting. Even while sitting, you can do this. Not necessarily Shavasana, because many a times practice of Shavasana when you are in office, etc., may not be possible. So even while sitting, you can do. You have to systematically tighten the muscles in a stage by stage manner. As you can see, your feet, legs, then the thighs, then the stomach, chest, shoulders, back, upper arms, lower arms, hands, neck, and face. Okay, now we will do in the sitting posture. Sit upright, and generally, when you inhale, you tighten. When you exhale, you release. So be seated upright. What happens when you actually contract the muscles? The attention will go there. It cannot really wander. The awareness becomes sharp. Okay, be seated upright. Now, watch your posture. Now, pay attention to your feet. As you inhale, you tighten the muscles of the feet. Just fold the toes, tighten it. As you exhale, release. Do for about 2 to 3 times. Inhale as if you are clutching the feet. Exhale, release. Now watch your lower legs from ankle to the knee. You have to tighten the calf muscles as you inhale. Release them as you exhale. Inhale, tighten. Exhale, release. Then watch your knees, both the knee joints. Just tighten the muscles around the knee. You just have to contract the calf muscle and the thigh. Feel the knee capsule. Exhale, release. Do that for 2 to 3 times. Then upper legs, that the thighs, tighten them as much as possible. Release them as we exhale. Tighten as we inhale. Release as we exhale. Then your pelvis, just below the stomach. Tighten the anal sphincters and urinary sphincters as we inhale. Release them. You have to just contract the anal sphincters and the urinary sphincters and pull them in. As we inhale, release as we exhale. Now tighten the stomach, release. Similarly, region of the chest, slightly tighten the muscles, relax. Do it 2 to 3 times. Then the shoulders, tighten as we inhale, release as we exhale. Similarly, the muscles at your back, tighten them a bit, release them. Now come to the upper arms, tighten, release. Now the forearms or the lower arms, tighten as we inhale, release as we exhale. Be mindful. Now tighten the palms. You can make a fist and then relax. Now come to the region around the throat and the neck. Tighten, release. And then release. Now the complete facial muscles. Tighten them as we inhale. Release as we exhale. Do it 2 to 3 times. And then just relax. Now feel your posture. The basic philosophy is that whenever you are stressed, the muscles, they also respond to your emotion. They become tight. You are intentionally doing and relaxing so that your system understands the relaxed state. You will immediately feel that relaxation. So this is a very, very good technique, and this has known to help in multiple ways apart from helping concentration. All right, now open your eyes. So this PMR, progressive muscle relaxation, helps in reducing stress, promotes relaxation, relieves muscle tension, and people who suffer from anxiety, lack of sleep, some chronic pain, they all get benefited. Well, there was one, this is something in 17th century. There's a, a story of the Acharya Varadaraj. He joined an ashram when he was young, those days Gurukul. He went there and there were many other students. He was very diligent in working, a lot of other activities he used to do. But he was into multiple things and could not really focus on studies. And he used to be humiliated by his classmates. Guru tried many techniques, but he did not pick up. The Guru told him that, well, perhaps the studies are not for you, you may go home. So, very disappointed, this young boy, Varadaraj, started to go home. And it was a long walk, sunny, he was feeling thirsty, and he saw few men who were drawing water from the well. So he went there, asked for them for water. They gave him. He drank water to quench his thirst. Then he saw on the well the rock which was there that had some marks. Those marks came because of the rubbing of the ropes against the rock when they draw the water. So he asked the woman, how come on the rock there are so many marks? They said this is because of the rope constantly rubbing day by day, day by day. We are doing from many, many years, and that's how you see the marks. Suddenly he thought, oh, if a soft rope can make a mark on a hard rock like this through constant practice, maybe I can also pick up my studies. I just lacked focus. So he started walking back to his Gurukul and then met his Guru and said, give me another opportunity. Guru said, you are welcome. I want to support you. From that day, he started working very, very hard with tremendous focus. He never allowed his mind to be out of that single mindedness. Then he went on to become a great Sanskrit scholar, Acharya Varadaraj, and he has contributed some great texts in the Sanskrit literature just by hard work and concentration. Let us offer our salutations to Sage Patanjali. Take a deep breath. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Hari Om Om Shanti 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 Shri Krishna Arpanamatu Shri Gurubhyo Namah Shubhamast.